Howdy, and welcome to the Ingles table. I'm Chef Bruce Brown, and today I'm going to show you how to make my delicious, spicy vegetable couscous. I got all my ingredients at Ingles, so what do you say? Let's start cooking. And but I have a question for you first. And the consensus here on couscous is that if you have one, it's a coup. But I'm wondering, why isn't it a couscous? I'm not really sure. And if there's more than one, is it couscouses or just couscous? Figure it out. If you have an answer, send me a note. I'd really like to know. I have 2.5 cups of couscous. Now there are other kinds of couscous called pearl couscous or Israeli couscous that are larger. They take a little longer to cook. I personally like the smaller couscous better. It is a pasta form of rolled semolina flour pasta. I like it better because it absorbs more flavor than the larger pearl couscous. So about 2 to 2.5 cups of dry couscous. I've got 4 cups of hot water. If you want to use boiling water, you can, but just as easy, take it right out of the microwave. About 3.5 to 4 cups of boiling water. Pour it over top the couscous. Stir it around. And cover it. You don't want to let all the heat out. So we're just going to get a piece of plastic wrap. Put it right over top, just like that. Let it sit 3 to 5 minutes till all the water is absorbed in the couscous. Then we're going to fluff it with a fork, and that'll be the next part. But first, here in my sauce pot here, I'm going to put in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Now, you notice I said it's a spicy vegetable couscous. The spice is going to be the spices we add into it. We're going to start off with some of your regular aromatics. I've got about a cup of diced red onion, a cup of diced red bell pepper. Please seed it first. Half cup to a cup of diced carrot. You can, if you have a mandolin, you want to make little julienne strips or little matchsticks of carrots, even better. But whatever you need to. 1 cup of diced zucchini squash and 1 cup of diced yellow crookneck squash. This is going to be the base of our vegetable mix that's going to go in. Stir it all together. Get it going so that after about 2 to 3 minutes, the onions are going to start softening. This is over medium-high heat. As soon as you see the onions start to take on a little bit of a tannish color, start being a little opaque, that's when you know it's going to be about ready to go. The less you cook the vegetables, the more texture they're going to have. But some people don't like texture in their vegetables. However you like to do it, make it your own. Now to this, 2 tablespoons of pressed garlic. I'm one of these people that if you put it in and it's minced and you put it in, very good possibility that it's going to get stuck to the bottom of the pot, even though there's olive oil in there and stuff, and it's going to burn. And if you burn your garlic, you know you've burned your garlic. So I press it, put it in there, stir it around. The more surface area of a fresh clove of garlic that you expose to the air, the stronger the garlic is. So if you just take a clove of garlic, cut it in half, it'll give you some flavor. But if you smash the holy snot out of it and then put it in, then you're going to get even more flavor. Now, to these vegetables, we're going to add our seasoning. So I've got some salt, some pepper, black pepper. If you don't want to see the black specks, use ground white pepper. Be just as good. A little bit of cumin and some cayenne pepper. We're going to put all that in. It's about a teaspoon of each. Then 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of curry powder. The curry powder is what's going to make the big difference in the final product. You'll see. We're going to saute this around, get it cooking for about 2 minutes, just as long as everything gets coated. Make sure you stir it real well. The distribution of the spices, oh, you can smell the cumin right now and the curry. It's starting to come through. That's when you know it's ready to go on to the next step. 20-ounce can whole kernel corn, drained. Put it in. 20-ounce can green peas, drained. Or if you have frozen, about 1.5 to 2 cups of each. And a can of garbanzo beans, drained. The garbanzo beans, I like real well in this because why? It's gonna give you some protein. It's not gonna be just all salad and carbs. There's some protein in the garbanzo beans. Stir this all together so it's all incorporated. I mean, that right there already has such a good look. It's going to have loads of flavor from those spices that we put in. And if you like a little more heat, you could probably dice up a little bit more of the hot pepper, throw it in there, or increase your cayenne pepper, but be careful because it will go a long way. Now, I'm going to turn that off. If you noticed, looky here. All the water has been absorbed by the couscous in that short amount of time. Fluff it up. Put it into a nice, larger bowl than what you think you're going to need because we're going to stir this all up. I'm fluffing the couscous, putting a little bit more air into them so that in between each and every single little kernel of couscous, you get a little bit more air, a little more separation, which means for fluffier salad. We're going to take our vegetables, dump them right in on top. And all that oil that's on the bottom of the pot has flavor in it. Has some of that cumin and cayenne pepper and curry powder. And then, bringing up from the bottom over the top, fold your couscous in with the vegetables. Just like this. You're not going to lose the fluffiness of the couscous. You're going to get them incorporated in with the vegetables. Now you notice that you see the colors of the vegetables a lot. The couscous look a little bland, but because of the curry powder that's in the blend of the vegetables, if you cover this up and refrigerate it for at least an hour, this salad is going to turn a brighter, more vibrant yellow, believe it or not. Once we get it all stirred up together, cover your couscous and put it in the fridge. Pulled their couscous salad out of the fridge and spicy vegetable couscous. Now here's one of the good things about this. Look at this. It's still nice and fluffy and breaking up. It's got that brighter yellow color from the curry powder. But the nice thing about this salad, if you need to go to a church function or maybe even a picnic, guess what? This couscous is going to be great room temperature. You can transport it. It doesn't need to be chilled to serve. In fact, to me, I think it even has a little more flavor if it is more room temperature. Spicy vegetable couscous. Thanks for cooking along with me today as we prepared my spicy vegetable couscous. I love this recipe. I hope you will too. Don't forget to check out the rest of our website where you can find this and many other delicious recipes. Have a great day.